Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's play Hearts of Iron 4, Great War as Germany. So Belgium is trying to demand territory from me. Is that going to actually kick off the First World War? Potentially, and I was not really expecting that, if that ends up being the case. So assign some admirals here. How much fuel do I have? Can I support this? The answer is absolutely not. Who can I get fuel from? The Russians we're going to go to war with in a second. So let's trade like 3 fuel for you. So that's fine. We're at least gaining our fuel back. How many boats do I have in this region then? 115, 17,000 strength. I'm really just going to be like right here, just above my own port. Hoping... I guess eventually the air will also start taking units as soon as we're, taking oil as soon as we're actually at war. Belgium, are you really going to start World War I over this? No, it's German territory. You're not going to start World War I over this, right? I mean, it's fine, because you literally have no troops on their border right now. I think they've just given up. You should have done Conquer Benelux. That would have been very interesting. I had no idea that was even a thing you could do. Okay, well, I'm assuming back down, because they're not here anymore. Okay, so the war has been avoided. Their weird-ass war that didn't make any sense. Okay, now, please all deploy onto the right front lines. Like, we should be good to go. Where is the Boer Revolt? We could do that pretty quickly, but I don't know what it actually does. And I think there's a possibility we can actually subjugate South Africa before we even need to worry about it. 100,000 manpower doesn't really make a difference to me. I guess we go for... like, none of this... I mean, getting the military factories would be nice, but... it's one military factory. So I guess, you know what, let's just try to make our air force a little bit better. Have we reached 1,000 planes yet? Yes, we have. Wonderful. Crank you up to 200 planes. You're going to fly over here, some close air support. Yeah, no, we outnumber Russia, like, pretty heavily. Again, I don't know why he thinks the AI is overwhelmingly stronger than he is. Maybe because it's winter? I have no idea. They got 2 more divisions here. Deploy them onto Green Army. And soon. 500 days. Is there anything better than that? You know what? I'll probably get the 1914 artillery. Because now it's actually not ahead of time. So I'll upgrade you to motorized for now. I know it's going to cost a little bit of fuel, but that's not too bad. Okay, deploy you onto Green Army. You have 8 to 10 divisions. 4 of them are right here, leaving these 2 provinces completely exposed. So I'd really like if, when war begins, that we can just rush 2 armored cars deep into Belgium and capitulate them right away. That would be lovely. But I don't know how likely that actually is of happening. I guess we're just going to go for... same ideology opinion. Non-core manpower. Prince of Terror. I really don't see anybody else who would actually be able to benefit us really in any meaningful way. So I'm hoping Romania and stuff doesn't actually join the war against us. I mean, they only have 10 to 14 divisions, which is actually pretty bad. Serbia is actually the only one in this. I think Greece as well. But Serbia and Greece are really the only ones in that faction that actually pose any kind of threat. And we'll see, like, if somehow Serbia goes to war with Austria, but they don't join the Entente, and they just stay in their anti-Bulgarian league with all these guys, we conquer all of them, and then attack the Entente. Seems like it'd be a really good deal for us. We'll trade with the United States. Nah, Romania, I guess, because we are closer to them. Get some oil off of them, please. Thank you very much. And we now have large stockpiles of equipment, which is what we've wanted to see. I mean, the heavy artillery is still a little bit bad. It's lagging behind somewhat. We'll double siege artillery production for now. Because, yeah, no. Just before the war begins, we are all ready to go. In fact, let's just, like, set you up to 20 so we can at least just get this all going at once. We have 3 million manpower in the bag. 100,000 manpower is not going to make a difference. But you're only after 1915, which I find incredibly strange. Military access to people doesn't matter. Just infantry equipment 3, actually. Let's go. I mean, it's 15% bonus, which is not as good as, like, the 100% bonus that it does in, like, Kaiserreich or in the vanilla game, but I guess we will accept it for now, even if it's a little bit lackluster. For infrastructure. Luxembourg, again, they only have 1 division. You're not in the Entente, but I think they do join pretty quickly. The Dutch, we shouldn't be going to war with. I can't imagine. And it's April. 2 or 3 more months. Serbia. And then the war will begin in earnest. And we're getting more troops deploying. And they actually need to be under a different general. Or, yeah, new general. Under you. I don't know if we need more troops on the Russian front. I think we're fine there. I'm actually going to put them on Montenegro. I think that's an okay place for them to be. You might even want to start researching actually like the early tank models and start trying to build tanks ASAP. They're going to have pretty good breakthrough as well. So right now, our cap is 9.6%. Modified to 145%, which I believe will put us up to, like, 12%. Which is crazy. So we'll have, like, millions and millions of manpower ready to go. Like, how much manpower do I have right now? 3.4 million. We're looking at about 500,000 for France. We're about even with Russia. They're unlimited. We're unlimited. I think everybody's unlimited right now. The UK actually has more manpower than France, but I'm assuming because they just have a smaller army. And that's the thing. Like, France could be on this lower 140 side. Like, they could not be doing very well. And the South African front is looking pretty solid as well. I don't know, again, Portugal did join World War I on the side of the Entente. I just don't know when they did it. And it's going to provide some complications for us in Angola and possibly Mozambique. What we've got to do is we've got to win strong, swift victories in the south as well. I know that's difficult because, hey, it's World War I, and they've got 90% entrenchment back there, but still. Gotta try our best. Are you... When's the next level of decryption? Oh, it's not until 1938. Okay, never mind. We can't get more decryption. We can go for saw attack plus 10% on like uranium shells. You know what? Do it, dude. The earlier we can get this stuff done, the better, I think. We probably should have waited for this, actually. But that's okay. Can't do this until next year. We can do this basically as soon as the war begins. Bavarian nationalism is probably like a bad choice. Let's go for an artillery effort upgrade. I think that seems fine to begin with. Apparently, the guys on the Western Front feel pretty confident. I mean, this is moving, so they will attack as soon as this war begins. As soon as this Okay, we don't need this many men on this front. Like, Belgium doesn't know how borders work, I guess. Like, I'm not too sure what they're trying to do. Like, we're almost done our first line of great cultic offensive. Probably want to move straight into spear firepower as soon as this is done. We should get it done. And there's still a while. And we don't get the bonus for using our military points on them, unfortunately. And we got back to having more civilian factories. Like, we've basically maxed out production in Germany. Like, there's really not... I mean, actually, there's still like a bunch more factories can build, but... Montenegro. They only got like 4 divisions. Franz Ferdinand is dead. So are you ready for a war? Because I am. This is what we've been building up to for the past, I think, 4 episodes. So... Grand battle plan. I mean, I might as well get one of them. Like, literally, there's nothing else we can do. Like, we can't go to war economy until the war actually begins. Which is probably what our next option will be, but... You're the guys in the north, huh? Okay. For the Reich, declare war. Declaring war on Serbia. So did you join the Entente? You did. And Bulgaria immediately joined it. Russia, the land of drunkards and jingoists, declared war on our brothers. Okay, so we will declare war on you as well. The Schlieffen Plan. Do not declare war on the Dutch. We will just execute this Schlieffen Plan. We're going to go down to speed 4, at least for the time being. All of you on the Russian border. I think you just attack. I think that's everybody in Russia. So they'll all attack in just a moment. You guys are going to attack in a moment as well. You guys are also going to try to push your way to here, and you are going to attack as soon as the moment arises. So, the war has begun. Go to Antwerp and Brussels. France is now involved in the war. So that means you guys should begin marching out. South Africa, we can just declare war because they're a puppet of people we're at war with. Don't move up. March here. That should be good. Artillery effort is going to be done in a moment. We'll capture that port. And we'll just kind of see how things turn out. Russia's refused the Russian ultimatum. It's a little bit too late for that. Italy hasn't done anything yet, as far as I can tell. Luxembourg's joined the Entente. Not a huge surprise. And Luxembourg's already dead. Luxembourg has capitulated. Oh, 13,000 rifle and some fuel. That's actually really lovely. Thank you very much. It looks like the French are trying to attack us over here, which is not really working out so well for them. How many men have we lost so far? So far, 0. The numbers are a few hundred, but that's because most of the battles haven't actually concluded yet. Send you down to the south. How many manpower does Serbia have? About 30,000, so we can probably grind them into a pulp, given enough time. That's at least what I believe so far. We're just going to let France basically just grind their troops against us on the front line. It works pretty well, I would say. Mongolia has joined the war. We're definitely going to push our way through Belgium. And Belgium should actually capitulate, like, pretty soon. Like, faster than I would have expected. We are running out of fuel, which is a problem, I will admit. We have 3,000 dead to 10,000 on their side, so I think things are going pretty okay. Bulgaria, I'm ashamed that you will not be able to join our side. Also, Montenegro refuses to actually join the war, which is understandable, I guess. China joined the Entente, which might mean the Qing is actually going to join. You don't want to join with us? Even though you are in a very sad state of affairs? Okay. Sure. Japan's also part of the Entente, aren't they? No, but they probably will join soon, which is a little bit of a sad thing. Okay, everybody who is on this front is now part of this big front. Delete this. Yeah, the French are really good at this kind of sacrificing their troops on us. And I don't think Montenegro is going to join the war, unfortunately. So just a Qing. You know what, Qing? You want to be in the war? Why not? It's actually might screw up the AI a little bit because they are... Or for Russian AI, because now they're going to technically have another front over here. You would not join the war. Okay, well, that's fine. Sure, you want fleet basing rights? Why not? We lost 12,000 men. 19,000 against 274. That is, I'm guessing, mostly French troops dying? No, actually. Is it China? Like, who's actually lost all these men? I'm not too sure. I mean, what if I just, like, join your wars? Maybe that's where all the numbers are coming from. Yeah, 189,000 here. 200,000 on their side, yeah. So it's mostly just against the Chinese. That's where all those casualties are coming from. But I'm assuming we're winning a majority of our battles, 82%. We've lost 19,000 men so far. Like, the battle in Serbia isn't going as well as I would like. Yeah, you're not attacking. Green's just kind of doing its own thing. How are you guys doing down here in South Africa? Oh, you're doing fantastic. Keep up the good work. Cut off the British from all these supplies. And I'm actually going to draw 2 front lines. Or 2 fallback lines. One here. One here. You defend that. You defend that. South Africa is definitely going to fall. The rest of our African colonies, I don't care about. but they don't actually matter that much. And, like, I assume I have air superiority over here, right? Yeah, not even a contest. Over in the other half of Poland, not as much. We could be doing a little bit better over there. But it's not too bad. What if we try to, like, break through one of these fronts? If we can. Apparently we're importing way too much chromium. We need some rubber. We'll get that from Brazil. Do not trade 25. Just 2 is okay. Got some battles up into the far north. Will my guys be able to do all right? The answer is no. We're losing our entire navy. So, yeah, no, that's pretty bad. Disengage, please. And just be in dock. How many boats did I just lose? Like all of them, I think? Like half of my navy, I think, it's just immediately dead. Yeah, no, it was pretty bad. But that's okay. We don't need supplies. Japan's just fighting against us, which I think it means they're just joining the Entente. Even 8 is still going to be a 14-day battle. With 234 defense, which is pretty good. What's our breakthrough on these troops right now? 13. Continuing combat with air support, terrain, river crossing. So they do have a lot of problems right now. I will admit that. You guys are going to deploy over here in the Green Army. France, do you even have the ability to maintain this amount of sustained casualties against us? Like, I don't think so. We've lost 71,000 men. France is at 100,000. Russia's at 100,000. Apparently the Qing's done 79% of the war. That's only because they've been in it longer, I'm assuming. Let's do the Boer Revolt, see what it actually does. It might just create, like, some countries in the south that we can align ourselves with. Which would be nice. And I don't know how far we need to get through Russia. I think I need to get down to, like, 30% capitulation before the Russian Revolution event happens. Yeah, you can see the pawn units are just kind of bad. Yeah, we are going to fall back a little bit, though. But I don't want to get any of my troops surrounded. That'd be very bad, of course. Free military factories. Let's upgrade field artillery to be... Do not show outdated equipment. Be better artillery units here. And let's just go for more rifles. 5 more rifles here. Oh, there's actually nobody in that province. I didn't even realize that. They could have surrounded us a while ago. And that would have been pretty bad. You know, we've lost some ground, but honestly, not too bad. The Boer Revolt's going to happen in a few days. Well, not in a few days, but, you know, soon-ish. The Chinese Civil War, they're technically winning that, but if we're looking at just against Russia, like we're doing very well. 117,000 losses for us, mostly against the Russians. France has basically done nothing. It's not a surprise that Russia's been doing the most amount of casualties, because they're the ones we've been fighting. But I think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthony. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. If not, do a thumbs down. Want to subscribe, and goodbye.